Alright, so we are having a countdown, and we'll be going here in just a moment. So yeah, we've got Vacant Shade and Marshall on the restream here. There is one more, but unfortunately, he doesn't actually have a stream set up, so at least not through a way we're able to capture. So, and I am already happy that Marshall's using the MST Easter egg bubbles everywhere.
Vacant giving himself a bit of a handicap by not using MST.
So, yeah, for those unfamiliar, Planets is a fan game created by Vacant Shade, who is one of our on-stream runners here. This is a custom world based off of the game engine he created. Earlier, we just had the Planet Zebeth, which is a remake of the original Metroid. This is just an entirely custom world. It's really good, though. So, this is also randomized, so we're gonna... What you see is not actually always what's really there in the normal game. Let's see what they end up doing here. Oh, they can find any more ball. Ball's pretty important. And giving a missile there for Marshall. Oh, did Bacon use the loader Easter egg? Oh yeah, he did, because yeah,
I honestly can't even tell.
Yep, he did. I see the sunglasses on the river right there. So yeah, we got 2 different Easter eggs, right? So they're both going to be doing some early checks here. Okay, just a little hiccup there on Marshall's side.
So, if I recall correctly, Vacant is currently looking for bombs to make his way out of Criteria.
He won't need them, per se. There is always the respawn option, which I believe Marshall just used to get back to the ship. So you're never gonna like be stuck somewhere.
No, but to unlock the other areas to find more items.
Yeah, you are definitely gonna want bombs for a lot of exploration.
Bombs do open up most of the game, but bombs alone on Novus won't get you very far. You're definitely going to want Ice Beam or High Jump for most of Brinstar and Kraid.
Yeah. And Vacant did do a really nice damage boost to get another item. It was just a missile, unfortunately, but the boost was nice, and Variasu is also pretty nice.
That is a good early upgrade.
It's definitely a good safety to have, basically having all damage. Yeah, Marshall just scouting the item that Vacant damage boosted to, saw it was a missile and said, nope. You can keep your missile up there. Also pick up his Variasu. Yeah, we've got...
That is true, you can bomb jump. I forgot about that.
Also, just a double missile there. Where are the things?
This seed
Now,
not wanting to give E-tanks.
Yeah, there is still a lot of the world to go through that they can get around through without bombs. So there's still places to check. It's just not exactly the most convenient thing you'll ever have.
And Vacant showcasing that respawn feature there to get quickly back to the ship.
It's always handy.
It is very handy.
Yeah, I'm not nearly as familiar with Novus as I should be. Looking at Marshall's screen, it's like on Vacant side, I can see what I recognize rooms. I'm not familiar enough to recognize them all with on Marshall's side.
No, the bubbles are definitely giving me a hard time too.
Like
It doesn't help I haven't touched this game in over a year now.
I think it's going to do a ball bounce there. Get another missile for the effort.
This seed definitely liking to give missiles.
Yeah. Well, there's only so many different non-missile items, so...
That is true.
It's one of the features of Metroid. You don't actually get that many different items. Oh, there's an E-Tank. It looks like Marshall might try and do a damage boost to it. So, very nicely done there for Marshall.
Nice little trick there from Nestroid.
Yep. The damage boost into the unmorphed jump is a pro strat. Just more missiles. What the heck? It did at least give them Varia, so gave them something. Looks like Marshall may be going back over what Vacant went through a little bit ago, or just a little bit ago. So find the missiles, take a look at the map, see what else is available, make decisions based off of that. Definitely something. Where is the...
Oops.
Yeah, I will get that fixed here just a sec. I forgot to put a space. Well, it's not supposed to be a space, it's supposed to be something entirely.
I thought it was weird that the invite had planets as part of it. I was like, that's cool. When did Discord make that a thing?
Professional streamer here.
I'm having trouble telling, but based on the enemies and
I
the
literally just
inclusion of
updated
lava,
Maybe
it looks like Marshall.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I guess that was still Criteria.
Yeah, it's still both been kind of stuck in criteria here.
Honestly, I don't even remember the requirements to get into Norfair, but it looks like Norfair. I mean, everything looks like Norfair when you have all the Norfair bubbles.
Okay, that's better right there. Anyway, now that that's fixed, we see Vacant doing one of these wonderful bouncy morph ball checks. I love that. Just more missiles, though. Marshall's looking like he's trying to do some pro damage boosts. Oh. Get a missile out of it. Absolutely worth. So, right now, MDS, what do you think? I think Vacant's making the correct thing here to head down. I believe this is toward the Norfair, the Norfair area. So, but what do you think they're gonna find first, high jump or bombs?
I'm honestly not sure. If I had to guess, I would say they're probably going to find bombs first. But I'm really not I'm not familiar enough with this planet to really make that call.
Planet? Yeah, having bombs to get through the Norfair area is definitely nice. Because without them, you do have some damage runs having to jump through lava. It's a good thing to have area, but yeah, they are gonna have to be careful here. And just a missile back here. And Marshall is in the crate area because those are binds. Those are bindy boys.
Yes, so it looks like they have gone to completely different areas.
Yeah, I mean, they can do a lot of the world.
Bryn Star, Crate, it's all the same.
It's just, you're correct. The Bryn Star is actually Crate area is a little lower. Like in the turbo damage boost Marshall is doing off the enemies. Oh, it gets a second E-Tank. You know, I think... Oh, there's another one for Vacant. Vacant's probably pretty happy to see an E-Tank right now with all these...
Definitely. With all these damage runs.
Yeah, I think Vacant's play is more aggressive coming into the Norfair area with the equipment that was available.
Definitely a risky play. We'll see if it pays off.
Really happy to have found that E-Tank because that's to be fair, he did this to himself. He did make this.
And we found bombs. So it looks like Norfair may have paid off after all.
Yeah. Very, very nice little find there.
And Marshall getting screw attack.
Screw is excellent.
A very powerful ability in this game.
Doesn't break blocks, but definitely makes you probably much safer to go places. And another tank for Vega. So they're both at 2 tanks now.
Looks like Vacant is still determined to explore Norfair.
Look at this bomb.
That was an impressive vertical to diagonal bomb jump.
And another E-tank. Okay, yeah, Norfair I think is proving. I know Marshall got screwed, but right now I think Norfair's paying off a little bit more with the bombs and those E-tanks. Although having that screw attack is going to be really nice if Marshall ends up having it come back here. It will definitely help through some of these lava pits that have. There was another E-tank right there.
And both collecting a missile tank at the same time.
Getting missiles is quite nice. If you've never played or experienced Novus before, there are some bosses. There may be something you don't expect showing up.
That is true, and missiles on Novus are a lot more worthwhile than they are on Zebeth.
Yeah, the bosses aren't going to give you missile drops in this. Actually, do they?
No.
Now I'm questioning myself.
They do not give you missiles, so you can't even make the play of just boss rush into the final boss. You have to explore for missiles.
Yeah. Oh, and
Or-
a high jump for Marshall. Okay.
Oh,
That's pretty good. I still think I prefer bombs. They're more. There's more utility in them, and they help you obviously shoot out not shoot out, but explode the floor in some places. But high jump is really nice to have.
and
Also, what is
they
this
can
cheater
pulling
going
off
backwards
that
through?
bum jump to the top of whatever Norfair room this is.
I believe this is actually Ridley's area.
Is
Yeah,
this
this is
Rid-
definitely Ridley's area.
Oh yeah, map is purple.
Yep.
So I wonder if we will see Vacant go after Ridley first.
I mean, it's definitely looking that way.
It does look that way.
I mean, he is in the
Bit of a
area.
risky
He was
play.
near it already, so it would make sense to go ahead and, if you're confident in doing it, to just go ahead and do it. And if you're not confident in doing it and decide to do it, that's respectable. Well, we basically found, except for Wave Beam and Ice, I think we found the major upgrades. We found the important ones. You don't need Wave or Ice. Well, there's also Long Beam. Long Beam is pretty as well.
No,
Oh,
you
hey.
do need Vacant running right into Mini Ridley. You do need Ice Beam to beat the game
Yes, you do need Ice. Wow, is this
At least
randomized?
on Novus because there are the Metroid doors.
Oh, right. You're right. This,
Wave is optional, very useful. A good beam to increase your beam damage. And on Novus, the beams also stack.
yes. And Novus does turn Long Beam, or planets in general turns Long Beam into not trash. This. Yeah. Combining high jump with damage boost and more fall jumps for Marshall. He is going to crazy. He is.
Wonder if we're gonna see a double boss battle here.
We would. They are both. And this is one of the cool things about this game. They've got options. Like, the planet Novus is really well made.
It is.
They have options to go places. Like, it's not gonna... hasn't railroaded them to a certain spot.
Yeah. Novus is really well designed to just give you a lot of options. It's very open-ended. You can do a decent amount of it without any of the intended upgrades with just a little bit of skill. And here we see Marshall going into the Kraid battle.
Yeah, we get big plump Kraid. And just face tanking some Kraid damage to take care of Kraid like that.
Wow, that was quite a quick kill.
Marshall, no respect
For an
Marshall's
E-tank.
face.
Yes, as it turns out, you can stand on the things in his stomach. And now we see Vacants fighting Ridley.
Yep.
And also tanking damage.
Yep. And much like the original Metroid, you can only have one missile projectile on screen at a time. So the farther away you are, the slower your DPS will be.
Vacant ran out of missiles.
Yeah, hopefully he's got enough energy to finish this off here.
It's definitely looking like it may be close.
Oh, yep. He's
oh, he is
close.
I was worried because he has just regular beam, no damage upgrades or anything.
Yeah.
And that Ridley is a tank.
Complete disrespect for item drops. He's like, I just want the item behind you. Of course, the respawn does happen to fill them up slightly, so...
Just a little bit.
Marshall's trying to do a, it's like pretty tight. Yeah, just boost morph ball jump here. Oh, just there. Oh, there we go. Look at that. And I think he might be going to regular, or I guess mini Kraid in this. Maybe? Looks like Fagan's going to be making his way over toward the crater. Yeah, that is the mini crate. And there's the mini crate down the floor.
Ooh, Vacant using the
that is
Orion connector.
Yeah, Vacant's coming over to the Bringstar crate area. Marshall with the ice beam. Now probably really just... I mean, really all he wants now is bombs.
Which he will find in Norfair.
I'm actually kind of curious if he goes to the connector and does the Ridley area first. Saw an E-tank there. Exciting, you know, it doesn't need that one.
With a little bit of exploration in Norfair, he'll get plenty of E-tanks.
Yeah. Warfare, I think, had like 3 of them, 3 or 4.
I think Norfair had 5. Because Vacant went into Norfair with no E-tanks.
Oh, maybe you're right.
So most of the E-tanks do seem to be in Norfair.
Yeah. Also, yes, I do believe that is the FPS counter you see in the bottom left of Vacant's stream. Pretty solid amount of frames, I think. You know, it's almost hard to tell that Vacant's covering the area that Marshall's been in because of it looks normal. The bubbles, though, are exceptional. But even without that, this game, like I said, it's not just really well done. It looks really well. It looks, yes, it doesn't look sick. It looks really good as well. So
it is a really well done game, especially sticking to the constraints of Metroid.
Yep.
Vacant has done an outstanding job with it.
Yeah. And adding in the randomizers for both planet systems and the multi-world with the connect feature, like this is a really good fan game. Definitely recommended by me.
I can agree with that.
Like, if you don't like Metroid, you will probably still like the original Planet in this.
I don't like Metroid. I liked it for this, though.
Yeah.
This game is the reason why I finally beat Metroid.
And the Planet Novus feels like a natural extension of like what a sequel to Metroid would have been on the NES. It feels a lot like that.
In regards to backgrounds, with Enigma there are backgrounds, and I think Vacant has mentioned in the past maybe revisiting Novus to add a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more to it, and in that would also be background. So we might see it in the future.
Yeah, he didn't put it in the first place because he was just trying to make sort of like a Metroid sequel-esque thing, which obviously it did not have backgrounds. So just kind of kept in line with that for this initially.
Yeah. Novus is definitely a fan creation to try to stick within the limits of the NES, and I think in that regard it did a really good job while also being very enjoyable to play. And Vacant finding his screw attack.
Yeah, he's got everything except for Ice and Wave now. And Long. Long's still out there. Marshall having a bit of a harder time with some of these items because of the lack of bombs. Yeah, the bombs provide a lot more utility. High jump is really nice, but the physics of the game with bombs, it just makes them a far superior option. Compared to a lot of other Metroid games, there's a lot more utility in the bombs than this. just another missile hanging out back there. Which I believe we've seen almost everything between our two runners. I don't think there's a lot left. I mean, there's really not many places left where wave or long could be. Like, there's some spots that are probably pretty well locked by early on by not having bombs, ice, and so on, but not many of them.
I think that wave beam is under the ship.
That would be interesting.
Not a terrible location for it, but definitely a location that is locked without bombs.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of seeing an item underneath the starting point. Either in hacks or otherwise.
And Marshall just got his bombs, so...
Yep. So he's gonna really start flying through stuff. Just getting Ice Beam now for Bacon, he's gonna start flying through. Yeah, he's just...
I think at this point, between the two runners we have on screen, it's pretty much go mode.
Yeah, they don't need anything else. They've got their ice.
It's possible we may see both of them go to their respective bosses and then rush to Torian.
Yeah, like I would expect to see that, honestly. Bacon is making his way up here. He's gonna fight the non-diet version of Kraid. Marshall also going to be fighting a rather beefy Ridley. He's gonna have, unless he gets another, he's gonna have one less E-Tank than Bacon did. And less missiles than Bacon, too.
That is interesting.
I think Marshall's a little more confident in his abilities than Bacon is. In his own.
He does also have Ice Beam, which I don't remember if that increases damage in Novus or not.
Bacon first to get to the boss here. Also doing the similar, trying to do the similar. There he goes. Takes care of Kraid. So he'll probably be checking this item and then do some quick warping back to. Or is going to pick up an 8 tank.
That is a good amount of energy for Bacon.
Still looking for something? He is not restarting back here. Maybe there's a quick item or something he's going to check. Just to see if maybe he can get longer wave. I'm kind of curious. Like if... Oh! He does get wave. That's something
Oh.
Marshall's not going to get. And Marshall is...
I was wrong, so... But yes, I guess taking that quick detour did work out for Bacon.
Yeah, it does increase his beam damage. It's going to stack with his ice. Marshall doing very well, dodging some quickly. Damage here. Using that screw attack to his advantage. Although this is going to be a bit of a longer fight for him. Not having long beam is actually kind of detrimental here. I'm curious, is this closer to go to the final part from here versus resetting back further? I'm kind of curious.
If Vacant is heading to the Torian connector, that would put him out right next to Torian.
Oh, you're right.
I also realize I'm
Right.
mispronouncing, and it's pronounced terrain.
It is definitely terrain.
But no, Vacant
Oh,
took the lift up to Crateria. Interesting decision.
Oh, he just wanted to get the lift to. Oh, because if he did the respawn, it probably would have placed him back at the elevator he just came from. I think that's what it might have done.
And Marshall finishing off Ridley. And heading straight to Terrain. I have to correct myself when you're here.
You don't have to. I know I say it wrong.
What are you talking about? Of course you say it correctly.
Stupid kid.
And here we go. Vacant in the final area, going to kill a bunch of Metroids.
Yeah, he's getting there. Marshall's gonna be following, but he's gonna further back with less missiles, less beam damage. I don't think he's gonna be able to make up a difference here.
It's not likely, but in the off chance that Vacant dies,
Yeah, I mean, if Vacant dies, then that's something else. But right now,
I'd rather eat Phazon.
and Marshall has entered Terrain.
Yep.
Very bubbly.
always good to have a bubbly terrain. And I almost said MDS. Vacant here entering into Mother Brain's room. Using that wave there to freeze Metroid through the wall.
If we hadn't just seen Vacant in these rooms, I would not understand why there are Metroids in Norfair on Marshall's side. The bubbles really are a bit disorienting.
Vacant is farming some missiles here. It's right up close to Mother Brain here to try and spam some damage on the sunglass wearing Brain of Doom.
And that's phase 1 down for Vacant.
Yep. The sunglasses on Mother Brain though. So now he's got to deal with the Metroid Queen segment of Mother Brain.
And Marshall coming up on Mother Brain phase 1 as well. Really not too far behind.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's definitely has made up some time. There is no doubt about that. He was trying to get some extra missiles there,
But with half as
Metroid's
many
not
E-tanks
quite
as
enough.
Vacant, I expect Marshall will probably do a bit of a safer strat against phase 2.
Yeah, he turned off his ice beam, which is another feature of planets you can do, to farm these Rinkos here.
And I believe this is the final hit against Mother Brain. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
So Vacant beating the final boss, going right into the escape. I wonder which route we'll see.
Is there more than one route?
Sort of. There are different ways to get through the escape. You still go through the exact same rooms, but you can route the rooms differently to go a little bit faster.
Yeah. And Marshall taking care of Little Brain. Vacant trying to make his way out of the explodey planet.
This room is very reminiscent of Metroid 1.
I think that might be on purpose, I'm not sure.
I'd imagine it is. Lure the players into a false sense of security as they reach the top and realize there's no elevator. There's a door.
Yep.
I definitely prefer this escape, though.
Vacant just has a little bit left here in Criteria now to get back to the ship. And
Marshall has started on phase 2 and gotten through the first part of phase 2.
Yep. Vacant under the ship.
For another missile!
What wants to get that extra Seguru from item collection, obviously.
Yes,
And that is a GG for Vacant.
that was a risky move right there.
Yeah.
Vacant must have been absolutely certain he was in the lead to suddenly take that quick detour.
Yeah.
But yep, that is a GG for Vacant.
Yeah, GG.
38-22. Not a bad time at all.
Yeah, very nicely done there.
And Marshall reaching the end with just 28 energy left.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt.
Never. But at this point, it's pretty smooth sailing to the end, so...
Get the nice replay here on Vacant Screen. Another wonderful feature of Planets. I absolutely love the replay.
Planets is just all good features.
Yeah, it's just really good. As are these bubbles. These bubbles are amazing. It does not look like this should be the right area. Getting through the pipe maze room.
Do you want to... Can we drag Vacant in here for a quick interview?
If he wants to come in, I think he can move himself in. It's his server.
That is true.
You can always ask if he wants to.
Alright. Yeah, I should probably do that.
Yeah. He might also be talking trash to
3919 from Marshall, who is still escaping.
Yeah, a bit of a delay on the restream here, but that is
Pretty
not collecting
normal.
the missile under the ship.
I mean, I think that disqualifies him.
Oh, but that is GG for both runners there. Very nicely done. Yeah, that is planets. The two different planets in here. No Enigma race, but there is a third planet, which is another